All right, guys, it's the moment of truth. You should already know who I'm picking. I'm rolling with the Southern Jaguars to take down Grambling 34-31 in a close, high-intense matchup. And right now, I'm joined by Chloe Jackson just to speak with her. Tell me about the excitement, the reaction, and are you guys ready to go to Columbus? I'm about to get my Jesse Gunk along with more weather because the forecast here is a little cloudy and gloomy, and that's the best way to describe LSU's season when it comes to injuries. Just tell me, why do you play? Who do you play football for?
I play football for my son.
Don't look at the quarterback, man.
You might not leave
All right?
his line.
I'm letting you know it's a TD right here. Don't look at the quarterback. I'm gone. I'm letting you know it's lice, man, if you look at the quarterback. Say it. Hey. You know that's for TV, right? I had to make you look good. I had to make you look good, right? On this day in 1995, the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, announced, "I'm back." Well, the number 3 seeded LSU Tigers basketball team channeled a little MJ as they are back in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2015. Well, being from Big Ten country, once I got down here, I saw how big the SEC is, and you got powerhouses, LSU, Alabama, Georgia. So now I kind of understand why it's so big. And that could be the Pelicans' potential next opponent. We know the history with them. So in the words of the late, great Biggie Smalls, if they win, they would be going back to Cali. Now back to you in the studio, Morgan. On this field, what's the mindset?
Man, the atmosphere is like none other.
Watch 94, watch 94, watch 94, watch 94. Set. Hey!
History was made in 3 ways this past week. 1 for women's sports, 2 for HBCUs, and 3 for basketball as a whole. The sky is falling for LSU baseball. Okay, not exactly, but that's the feeling around the fan base. This past weekend didn't go as planned for the Tigers on the road at Mizzou, but LSU is 9-6 in the SEC and just 1 game behind first place Georgia and Mississippi State in the standings. Home is where the heart is, and for Micaiah Briscoe, her faith and perseverance has led to her growth, which solidified her legacy at LSU. The Southern Jaguars introduced new faces at this year's SWAC Media Day. It took place on Friday, which reminds me of the classic movie Friday that stars Ice Cube playing Craig, who's known for getting fired on his off day. But for Southern's tight end Dennis Craig and his senior teammate Demario Houston, since last season, there hasn't been any off days. All roads to the Super Bowl goes through NOLA as the Saints clinch dome field advantage and the number 1 seed in the NFC playoffs. So let's see how they did it. First quarter, Steelers up 3. Saints would march down the field. Mark Ingram punches it in for the 1-yard touchdown. He passes Saints legend Deuce McAllister for franchise records for rushing TDs. Move to the second half, Saints up 24. Ben Roethlisberger would find Antonio Brown in the back of the end zone. Steelers up 28-24. Saints would stop them on a fake punt, and Drew Brees would deliver, finds Michael Thomas for the 2-yard touchdown. Saints go up 31-28. Last chance for the Steelers, down 3. Roethlisberger on the move. He finds Juju Smith-Schuster, but the ball is stripped by Sheldon Rankins. Demario Davis recovers it. Ball game. Baton Rouge native and former LSU Tiger Garrett Temple and the Los Angeles Clippers made history by coming back down 31 points to the world champion Golden State Warriors. That's the largest comeback in NBA playoff history. All eyes will be on Drew Holiday as he shows the lift and puts down the slam. He finished with 27 points. Davis would add 26 on the night. He gets the shooter's bounce. Pelicans up 9. Kings would battle back in the 4th. De'Aaron Fox finds Buddy Hield for the 3. Tie ball game at 105. Kings would take control. Bogdanovic would drive in for the land. Pels fall to the Kings 122-117. I can only hope to have that type of things going on after I retire. Chopper style?
There you go. See, I was waiting for you to do it.
Look, so. I can't do it all.
We also have some uplifting stories about players helping some kids.
That's right, Amber. A hometown star is back in Baton Rouge making a difference. We'll tell you all you need to know later in sports. Amber, it's always great to see these hometown guys make it and come back and give to their community. As an athlete, you're trained to maintain mental and physical focus while performing, to battle your opponent at any cost, to never show weakness in the midst of competition. But for Hahnville's cross-country runner Alexandra Oakland, those traits went out the window as Oakland's purpose at the state championships went beyond running. It was supposed to be like any other race.
I'm thinking about why I'm here.
But on this day, the state championships took a back seat.
We're about to run a race that we could have never trained for.
Poor weather conditions made it tough for cross-country runners, including Hahnville's Alexandra Oakland. But in the midst of competition, Oakland's instincts and compassion would prevail.
We were running neck and neck the whole time, and whenever she hit the hill, she just collapsed, and I didn't think about nothing else. It all happened so fast. I just leaned over, picked her up, carried her up to the top of the hill, made sure she was okay, and then we just finished. And I just wanted her to finish along with everyone else.
The moment these young ladies shared, Hollywood couldn't script it.
She just started saying thank you over and over again. Like, we found each other because we finished like right next to each other, and she found me, she gave me a big hug, she was so thankful, and it didn't calculate because I just thought I just helped her. I mean, it wasn't a big deal to me, but to her, it was life-changing.
This experience has humbled Hahnville's head coach, Sean Crochet. He said it was rewarding to witness Oakland sacrifice herself to help out an opponent.
You know, when I got the picture and took time to really see what was happening, I was overcome with emotion to see how much of a person of character and integrity she is through all this. It is a great moment of pride for us to see that she hasn't shied away from it, and she's been a great ambassador for everything that we stand for as a school and as an athletic department and team.
Congratulations to Alexandra Oakland, Fox 44's Play It Forward Sportsperson of the Month.
It hasn't been the best year from a wins and losses standpoint.
After only winning 9 games in his first season, critics doubted if head coach Kerrick Jackson was the right guy for the job. But in season 2, Coach Jackson and the Jags went from worst to first and won the SWAC West Division this past weekend, the first time since 2012.
We came into the year with the mindset of wanting to be great and wanting to play to the best of our ability. And my challenge to them all year long has been just go out and play a clean baseball game. I don't need you to do anything special to try and be the hero. Just throw strikes, play defense, have quality at bats, get on and off the field, play the game hard, be smart, do those types of things.
Replacing legendary coach Roger Kadar, the expectations were high for Coach Jackson, but he's quickly building his resume, beating their arch rival, the Grambling Tigers, in walk-off fashion in back-to-back seasons, now division champs. But it was a historical win over a ranked LSU Tiger team at Lee Hines Field for the first time that sparked the Jaguars' outstanding second-half run this season.
Delivered the message to our guys before the game. I said, listen, the only 2 things I want you to do tonight are earn respect and have fun. And by doing that, it's what put us in a position to go out there and win and be successful in that game. But it, more importantly, showed them what they're capable of.
Coach Jackson says he doesn't do it for the accolades, but him and his team have goals. He said a division title is great, but not enough. There's still work to be done.
We talked about winning our division. We talked about winning a conference championship and getting to a regional. So we've crossed off a couple of those things that have been on our list. Now it's on to that next thing, and that's going to be after these 2 games that we have coming up this week to now direct our focus towards going out and being successful in the conference tournament.
Reporting for Your Go Nation, I'm Aaron Lee. What do you get when you cross a dream chaser with an undaunted challenge? The answer is Trajan Lewis. The LSU guard and former SEC Defensive Player of the Year is having one of her best seasons and recently moved to 10th in all-time scoring for the Tigers.
First, I want to give all the glory to God, first and foremost, all the time. It's all Him. I think all the things I've been through, just a blessing. It makes me to the person I am today.
Lewis is more than an athlete. Always excelling in math and science, she discovered electrical engineering in high school, and the rest is history.
Fell in love with it, and I stuck with it pretty much. And I think what made me stay with it is because people kept saying that it's a difficult major, you can't do it, especially as an athlete. And then I'm a female at that, and then I'm an African American as well.
I plan on being an engineer at NASA, so I have no choice but to be the first.
Inspired by her favorite movie Hidden Figures, like Mary Jackson, She embraces being the first in the present, but appreciates the sacrifices of those before her.
Actually, they went through a lot more than I went through. It's motivational. Just to see black women winning. Those women, the one that made a difference for us today.
Head coach Nikki Fargas has seen Lewis blossom into a great athlete, but also a strong black woman. Fargas noted that she's been cheering in Lewis's corner over the last 5 years.
The best compliment that I possibly could give her would be my daughter, who's 5. I would love for her to be like you because of who she is and what she values as a young lady.
When somebody tells you you cannot do it, that's when you're proven wrong, period. And as a black woman, the odds will always be against you. So it's just stepping out and being confident and stepping out and doing what you do.
For Local 33, I'm Aaron Lee.